Afternoon, VC. Dave here. Okay, since Sherv just posted his ECM video that I requested and very much appreciated, he had requested that I show the records I have of the bassist Niels-Henning Orsted Pedersen, the great Dane with the never-ending name. Definitely my favorite bass player in jazz. Amazing upright bass player, just dynamic. Love everything he does and all the different groups he's been in. And I've got the records here that Discogs, now that I've got my collection logged on there, says that he's on, so it wasn't very difficult to pull these out, but I really don't have all that much. So there's definitely some more of his records as a leader that I need to track down. One that's been on my want list for a long time, which is Jaywalking. But his records rarely pop up here in the Dirty South. So, but when they do, they're very cheap. The music though, wow. So the first record is duo live in concert on Steeplechase, Kenny Drew, Niels-Henning Orsted Pedersen. Whoa, this one. Yeah, just the two of them, and it's all kinds of badass dynamic. Live at Het Hocht in Utrecht, Holland in '74. Amazing. And heck, I didn't even know it was part of a two-part series till I was able to dig the basement of Bob's shop in Rochester, which is I'm still trying to get over that. God. But everything I pulled out from down there, I think he gave me for $5 or less. And there in the basement was Duo 2 on Inner City. So I was happy to grab this. So of course Inner City put out a lot of the Steeplechase titles here in the US. And yeah, really stoked to have found this. And it's fantastic, just like the first volume. And so a lot of the American musicians that couldn't find work here in the US, not to blame the Beatles, but you know, Beatlemania and rock and roll and all that thing had taken hold, and the jazz scene was still strong, but I don't know, it just wasn't a way for those guys to earn what they deserved, and so a lot of those guys went over to Europe. And Dexter Gordon was one of them, and he played on a lot of records with Niels-Henning Orsted Pedersen, and this one here I've talked about extensively in the past in my videos because it is my favorite jazz record. Dexter Gordon Quartet, Something Different, and it's exactly that. It's definitely something different. This is a 1980 Steeplechase copy. This belonged to a library in Indiana somewhere. I think Indiana University, actually. It had a thing on it I took off, but I probably should have left it on. But this was recorded in '75, released in '80. I love anything that Dexter Gordon is on, and Philip Catherine's on guitar here, one of my favorite jazz guitarists. Billy Higgins on drums, this one, and again, this is a cheap record, but my personal favorite of all time, right there. Unbelievable. And of course, there's some other great Dexter Gordon records that he played on. Probably my favorite Blue Note of Dexter Gordon, as a matter of fact, it is One Flight Up. Kenny Drew is here also, and this one, wow, I can't remember what kind of, this is probably Liberty pressing, but it's in dead mint condition. This is a favorite Blue Note of mine for sure. That Niles is on. And then Black Lion, a few years back, I think, put these out. It's on clear. These are on like clear vinyl. These are really great sounding pressings. And the first is Dexter Gordon, Both Sides of Midnight. So this is Albert Tootie Heath on drums with Kenny Drew and Niels-Henning Orsted Pedersen. Those two together are just lights out. And so you just add anyone in the mix and it's unbelievable. Dexter Gordon, that's a great one. And then Walk the Blues. These are probably, you can still find these probably for like $20 anywhere, I would say. Blues Walk, the B-side Love for Sale, a Cole Porter song. Same lineup here with Albert Tootie Heath on the drums. And then he also played with Jackie McLean. And if I see anything Jackie, I'm going to grab it. His stuff is hard to find. And this is a Ghetto Lullaby on Inner City. You got Kenny Drew, Alex Reel on drums here. Fantastic, soulful record. This is absolutely awesome. Jackie, just one of the best altos ever. And then here's another one with Jackie and Dexter Gordon together. The Source, Volume 2 on Steeplechase. This was recorded in '73. Again, Kenny Drew, Alex Reel on the drums here. All of these records, Niles is just, the groove that he creates is unreal. And the record that really turned me on to him was this solo record. I took a chance on it. I really dug the cover, and I didn't even know any of the other players at the time. I was really just getting into jazz, and but this one here is my favorite of his as a leader that I've heard so far. Dancing on the Tables. Dave Liebman, John Schofield, Billy Hart, Billy on the drums, Dave on the sax, and Dave Liebman. Oh yeah, this one is, you can get this record for a pretty good price. This one's dead mint. I can't remember where I got it, but yeah. Dancing on the Tables, highly recommended. And then the last that I have here is another one I pulled out of the basement of Bob's shop. Just a duo record with Niles and Philip Catherine on guitar on the Pablo label. Very underrated label. Anything I've picked up on Pablo, I've absolutely loved. This is not mind-blowing by any sense, but a really great record. And so that's all I've got of Niels-Henning Orsted Pedersen. Yeah, just remind me I need to track some more down. Appreciate the recommendation on this, Sherv, and hope you're well. Hope everybody's out there digging for records. Peace.